who do you want to be, it's important. So I think that's what, you know, draws people in, because we're all our clocks are ticking, you know, and like who do you want to be, you know. So I think that's it. I mean, if you look at all the characters from season 1 to now, they're all so different. They're all evolving and growing and learning, and I think that
and dying.
Yeah. I think that's the glue that keeps it together.
You know what? I gotta tell you, you're right, man. The heat, all those little ticks, they're characters in this show. I mean, those guys that you pick up, they're constantly trying to take our minds. I mean, like, shit, get off of me. I mean, the first day I was there, I picked off 4 or 5 of them.
That you're trapped on the roof, like your head looked like bacon when you were going down.
Yeah, it was 115 degrees up there. So, what do you think?
It was so hot. It was so hot that when we shot the scene with Michael on the roof in season 1, we went in and shot. We poured blood on the ground when we had the fake hand, and it took us about 20 minutes to shoot it. It was a second unit shot, so I did a dolly shot of dollying in to reveal the hand and the handcuffs. And we're like, okay, we're gonna go inside and finish shooting for the day. The fake blood had boiled to the roof. It was like hard candy. I went to clean it up. I burned my fingers. Because the roof was white.
That's
so
awful.
all the reflection. I remember us having a conversation the night after you got done shooting. You know, people use those shiny boards to get suntan. No, that's that day.
Dude, I remember that day. Remember when I'm in the scene and I'm praying to Jesus and I go down to my knees and he doesn't answer and I'm like pounding my head. When I pound my head, I could feel the roof is melting. It actually made the roof a little softer. Underneath that white
It's soft.
was soft, so I was able to pound my head hard.
That explains a lot. So,
When hits, now you understand. Unfortunately, Rooker has pounded his head one too many times.
the first day that Norman was on set, we were shooting the Walker eating the deer. And it's a great story because I worked with Norman on Masters of Horror, and John Carpenter directed an episode. Called Cigarette Burns, and Frank Darabont called me and said, hey, call Carpenter and ask John what it was like working with Norman, and I called John, and literally like 2 weeks later we were shooting that scene, and I'm in zombie makeup, and Norman shows up on set. He didn't know who I was because I was in makeup eating the deer, and the funny thing about the deer was we had little rods in the legs, so while I was eating it, I'm puppeteering the legs, and I'm making it move, and then I'm eating it and making it move, and that was his first day on set. And then the next day I sit in the van, and the extras didn't recognize me because I wasn't ugly.
I was already so nervous because like the cast was already there and they'd been working together and done all their promo photos together and they're already a family. And so I was really nervous because like my first lines are so ridiculous, you know. And I'm like looking up at them and they're looking at me like, oh, this guy's an idiot. Like Greg comes up. The first person I met was Greg. And he was all zombified and he was like, hi, I'm Greg. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Look at this psychopath right here. You know? And then it's like, you want me to twirl the squirrel? An overhand squirrel toss? You know, it's like the worst fucking thing. And then fucking Bernthal puts me in a headlock for real. Like I laid in the hotel like this, I couldn't lift my head. Like, yeah, that was a crazy ass.
That scene, because I was
strong, dude.
Yeah, and he was, you know, I mean, I'm like doing my thing and he's just waiting to tackle.